All righty. Hey, welcome everybody. We are here in the lobby. We're going to go into the Technology Solutions Showcase. Now, for the folks here live, they're going to go through these tables and talk with all the vendors. So, bummer you're not here, but you know what? We're going to give you a little sneak preview. So we're going to walk through, we're going to talk to each one for about 90 seconds. Let's step on in. We're first going to meet Kendra. Kendra was the one who organized it. Let's see what Kendra has to say. All righty, come on in. Hey, Kendra. We are here with the virtual audience.
Hi guys, how are you? Thank you so much for coming out. We just really appreciate the fact that NCMS was able to help us to put on this event, and the small business unit of NAPSI headquarters. We were all able to partner in order to get with Carrier Team 1 and understand the technologies that are needed for our industry to be more efficient and effective in our processes. So today we'll see about 25 different vendors who will show us different ways that we can improve our process.
Sounds perfect. Now, give you a heads up. You guys are only going to get about 90 seconds with each vendor, okay? They're going to give you a little thing, pump you up. Guess what? The list is on the Huvo app. So you can always reach out and contact them later. So they're not going to give you a bunch of phone numbers and all that good stuff. It's up to you to do that. But meanwhile, let's stop right in here. We're going to step in. We've got Cisco here. Who do we got here today?
Hi, I'm Randy Ben. I'm a solution architect with Cisco. I'm part of our federal team based out of Herndon, Virginia. What we're showing here is our LoRaWAN technology and how that solution can help with aircraft carrier maintenance and other areas. So just a little bit about the LoRaWAN technology to begin with. It's a relatively new wireless technology. We have some wireless sensors here. We have our wireless gateway. Those are the key components. It allows us to visualize data that we otherwise might not be able to get to. LoRaWAN can use battery-powered sensors. Those batteries can last for years at a time. The coverage can be up to miles in terms of range and coverage. A couple of use cases that might fit in here would be asset or material tracking with sensors like this, for example. We can attach this to any materials we're tracking, spare parts, whatever the case may be.
I could like stick it on my helmet.
Yeah,
okay.
Well, so one case is physical things that we attach to, but over here, these sensors are for tracking people. For example, like this one looks like your typical employee badge.
That's cool. So you let me know if I did my run today.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
yeah.
that's cool.
So that can track steps, right? And it can track heart rate and so on. These things, for example, if we have, let's say we have some kind of safety incident on board, and we want to know, did all of our personnel get out? So if this thing stops moving for a certain amount of time, we can set an alert. I can see who was where and so on. Yeah.
All righty. Okay, so that's pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool. All right, we're going to move right over here. We've got Puget Sound Naval Shipyard. What do we got here today?
Trevor Urban, Puget Sound Naval Shipyard Nuclear Engineering. So what we have here is we brought in a unique product to our industry. It's a remotely operated vehicle that we use to do nuclear tank inspections, and we've successfully completed our first maintenance cycle on the USS Lincoln. We're excited to bring this technology and the process forward to other applications, both carrier-based and to the community as a whole.
That's pretty cool. So if I drop my phone overboard, it would find it for me?
I wouldn't exactly find it for you, but you would definitely have an operator that could probably go down and reach it. We can get just about anything out of a tank. It was an absolutely incredible process that we've come together with. We've reduced maintenance. We've increased safety to our workers. We don't have to put them into enclosed, confined containments anymore, radiological containments anymore. We can do all the work remotely, staying outside, and get just as well of a product.
That is fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. This is awesome. All righty. We're going to move right here. Universalsynaptics. So who are we talking to today?
I'm Ken Anderson, President and CEO of Universalsynaptics. Great to meet you.
All righty. What do we got?
We've got an intermittent fault detector. So tests any kind of wiring harness, anything that's on the ship that contains any amount of wiring. Proper wiring and electronic function is key to the functionality of any system as a whole, right?
Yep.
This capability is completely agnostic, so it doesn't care what it tests.
Agnostic. Wow, okay.
And one of the biggest limitations in test equipment specifically for wiring is that all the wire testing that's out there tests one circuit or one function at a time.
Mm-hmm.
What this capability does when you go into the intermittence mode is it monitors in real time every single circuit, every single wire under test, therefore eliminating the randomness of intermittent faults.
That is awesome. Fantastic.
So real quick, the scope of the intermittence problem for the DoD is that 25% of the electronics maintenance budget, $3 billion, is unnecessarily consumed by undetected intermittent failures that result in no fault found test results. So this capability addresses that specific problem.
$3 billion.
$3 billion.
So by putting in this, and we can buy another carrier.
You could.
Wow, that is way cool. Alrighty, thank
All right,
you.
thank you.
Alrighty. So here we are, we're at Hexagon. How are we doing
Hi.
today?
Hey, good. How you doing today?
Good, good.
How you doing,
What do
everyone?
we got?
Ryan Myers with Hexagon Manufacturing Intelligence, and we're showing our new AS1 scanner, which is for interchangeable between large and small volume. I'll turn over to Tim, who's doing the large volume with the tracker.
So this scanner works with a laser tracker,
Okay.
and it gives me 50 microns of accuracy over 90 feet non-contact scanning.
So it could like scan my fingerprint
I
if
can
it wanted.
scan your fingerprint, yeah,
That's
I can
pretty
scan
cool.
it, and I can also scan the side of an aircraft carrier.
Okay,
or
could
whatever.
you make sure that that fingerprint doesn't go anywhere?
I got it
All right.
detailed, yeah, we're good to go. And then we have Scott here, who has the same sort of technology, but on a smaller scale, on an articulating
scale.
arm.
So we've got a large 150 millimeter width. We basically pull the trigger, scan, and you basically have your part. You can do weldments, you can do quick angles, hole size, hole distance, things like that. You can also put on different probes to get into things that don't have line of sight. You can also do your tubing. This will also give you length, rotation, angle, everything else from a tube bender. So we can also put an area scanner on here. We've got a non-destructive NDT sensor we can put on here as well. And lots of different options for you.
That
Different
is
things.
way cool.
But
I
this
imagine,
doesn't
can
mean-
that go right into like a 3D printer?
Absolutely. I can make it into an STL. So you notice I'm just
Yeah.
pick it up and scan.
So get the bottom?
If we
flip it
flip
over.
it over, sure.
Wow. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's awesome. All righty. All righty. Who do we have here today?
I'm Susan Sprentel with Circlane, and Circlane
Circlane.
manufactures laser cutting removal equipment and surface preparation machine tools.
Awesome.
Our devices are utilizing the laser ablation technology.
Laser ablation. Is that the same way they get rid of fat?
I
Okay,
wish.
just thought.
No, laser ablation is not new. It's been around for a while, but what is different with our company is the fact that we focus on the beam delivery system. The beam delivery system is the workhorse of any laser machine tool. If you don't have the appropriate beam delivery, you're not going to have the right power going to your process.
Okay.
It's very important for the Navy because the Navy has very thick steels, they have very thick paint, they have multiple layers, and they're fighting corrosion. With laser, we can actually, with our patented sensor technology, selectively remove layer by layer. So if they want to just leave the primer on and put on fresh coats, they can.
Wow.
Or if they need to go all the way down to the bare metal, they can. And then we can change out the system and actually go back and do a surface roughness so that they can increase their adhesion.
That is
So
very cool.
what that does is increase the safety,
Mm-hmm.
gets rid of all those airborne particulates that is very harmful for not only the environment but the human capital, and is cost effective.
So it can replace blasting in some ways, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Woohoo!
We want to totally get rid of blasting
My
and all
least
those
favorite job.
things
Alrighty.
that are being
That is way
deposited.
cool.
Thank
Way
you.
cool. All right, thank you. Okie doke. We're gonna move here to Meld Manufacturing. What do we got today?
Hi, I'm Chase Cox, Director
Chase?
of Technology.
Glad to
here at
meet
Mel.
you.
Yeah, so we
What
have
do we
a large-scale metal 3D printer capable of printing metal in a size that no other metal printing can do.
Really? Like how big is this machine?
It's a good question. So we were just unanimously selected by the U.S. Army to be the technology to print tanks.
Print
So that-
tanks.
So that machine will be 20 by 30 by 12 foot print volume.
Whew.
So pretty big. So if for this audience, if you're looking for parts you can't get because they don't make them anymore, the lead time's 2 years. We can make parts in a couple days.
Wow.
And if you got parts you need to repair, we can do that too. So if that's of interest to you, please come by.
Can I put one on a ship and like make a part?
Absolutely.
instead of having
So
to look it
unlike
up?
other metal additives, we don't use powder, which can be explosive
Yeah.
and dangerous to breathe in. We use solid feedstock, which is about 1/100th the cost of metal powder.
Oh, wow. That's
Yep.
huge.
Yep, it's shelf stable. It meets the forging requirements. So if you have a forging you're missing, a casting you need replaced, all those things can be printed here.
So it prints out not just the part, but also the strength you need.
Yeah, it
So it figures
typically
that out.
exceeds the strengths you would need.
Wow. Very cool. Thank you. Thank you very much. All righty. Okie doke. Sorry to turn my back to you folks. Here we have Orbis. So who are we talking to today?
Craig Richard.
Craig, delighted to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okie doke. What do we got?
So we're an engineering services company in DC, as well
pick it
as
up?
yeah, that's a product we built for the Army. Today I wanted to showcase an AI assistance program we're developing for any customer, commercial or Navy, which will help minimize the downtime for NDT inspectors. Will make the whole process more streamlined by here. This is a weld, and we're going to analyze it, and you'll see it finds all the defects. So this would provide a way for guys to take a screen of 100 samples if they got 100 pieces of film and say, oh hey, these are the 5 I really need to start with because they're going to have the defects.
That's pretty cool.
Then the maintenance activity can go work on those versus waiting until maybe those 5 are the last that he got to 2 days later, and that'll cause a delay. So trying to work on delays in the ending.
Does it run on the laptop or is it running off a mainframe someplace?
This is a demo, so yeah, it's just running on my laptop. But
Okay.
yeah, it would run on a small
Server somewhere?
supercomputer type.
Supercomputer someplace?
Yeah, small server type supercomputer.
So you actually put the photo in, or can you take a camera and take?
Well,
and it goes right
yeah,
to the software.
Right now, the industry, film industry, so a lot of industries are moving from film to digital radiography,
Yeah.
like the doctor's office.
Like my dentist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So in those cases, streamline, boom, you go right from there to this process.
Wow.
If you did have film, there's a step in between, obviously, where you'd have to scan the film.
All righty. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
All righty. Who are we with here today?
Paul, Amazon Web Services.
Amazon Web Services. You might have heard of this company, okay?
No, thanks for the time. So we're really excited for a couple reasons. One, the Navy's going through transformation, as a lot of customers are, whether it's the NFL or GE is old companies, but really kind of the cultural piece is coming through. The technology is actually, through this digital transformation, is already taking place today. Buzzwords like digital twins, data lakes, DevSecOps, machine learning is already currently happening today across all classification levels. But really, when it comes to this event and carriers and shipyards and things like that, it's really the power of not only bringing, the technology that's helping enable this for our national security, but it's really our customer obsession and culture that's helping kind of shift this, because technology typically isn't the implementation piece that's difficult. It's really changing cultures and how you operate differently. So whether it's through our devices, or through our leadership principles, or how we kind of as a company solve problems, it's really, really been effective. And if I've been at Amazon now for 5 years, and if I hadn't drank the Kool-Aid before 2020, I definitely did when I started using Amazon more, and watching shows on Netflix and things like that that are powering that infrastructure. But it's powerful to come back and have this actually take effect in the Navy.
That is very
how
cool.
it can affect availability and increase our competitive advantage.
Awesome.
So really excited to be here.
Oh, delighted to have you. And for a reminder, remember we have AWS will be speaking at tomorrow's session, so stay tuned.
Innovation.
More than that.
Yep.
All righty.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Okie doke. Here we are, System X. All righty. That just sounds mysterious right off the bat. So, all right. So what do we got? Who are we with today?
I'm Andrew Zeppel with Element
Andrew?
119.
All righty.
System X is our brand. We're here showcasing our new Max coating. Now, Max is our latest innovation to fight corrosion, and it's quick and easy to apply. It's ceramic composite that's incredibly corrosion resistant, and it maintains a very high hardness and excellent durability. It's a unique ceramic polymer composite, and it's a silicon carbon fluorine bond, which means it's extremely strong and difficult to break, and can be applied as thin as 0.8 mil, and it'll achieve up to a C5 corrosion rating. So it's an excellent new coating. It's actually patent pending.
Any metal?
What's up?
Yeah,
Any
metal, any hard surface.
Any hard surface, like my teeth?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to do that. I don't know if that'd be the best use for it.
Yeah, I heard fluoride. I thought it might be good.
Fluorine.
So, very cool. Very cool. I'm sorry I might have interrupted. Do you have anything else you want to add?
No, this is it's patent pending, and it's an excellent new innovation that I think that the Navy could really use.
All righty, thank you
We're
very much.
working with the Air Force as well, so we're just trying to break into the Navy segment. So we have Air Force are actually on MH-60 helicopters for the Army.
We're way cooler than the Air Force.
Well, I'm
okay,
not going to
way
deny
cooler.
that there, but I hope they don't see
We
this.
get together in the evenings for beers.
All right,
Okay?
yeah.
All
You
right.
guys just don't talk during the day.
That's right.
Yeah,
All right.
understood. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okey-doke. All righty. Here we are with Everactive. How you doing
How are you,
today?
sir?
Good, good.
I'm Craig Diffie.
Craig, how we doing?
I'm good, thanks. My company's Everactive. We make a wireless, batteryless monitoring system for the industrial
Wireless,
environment.
batteryless.
Yeah, our special sauce is that we harvest energy from the ambient environment, either via photovoltaics or via temperature differential, via thermoelectric generator, so we do not use batteries.
Okay.
The system is easy to install. It does not introduce any additional maintenance tasking for your maintainers who are already overtasked.
Okay.
And it begins to immediately provide you a continuous stream of data about your critical assets. Today we have
Really?
two solutions. We have one for steam distribution systems and one for rotating equipment like this.
So it's sensing what's in the pipe, right?
It's sensing a temperature differential around that valve
Okay.
there.
All right.
I said it's easy to install, so this is a machine health monitoring sensor here. Just sits on a motor, magnetically attaches. Same with the thermoelectric generation. You start to collect data immediately and allows you to monitor systems and machines that you've never had the capability to monitor in the past.
Wow. Okay.
I'm here to promote the applicability in shipyards and on ships.
Okay, thank you. And in case you're wondering, he is a legitimate wrench turner. Okay.
That's a wrench I use that to assemble this. That's all it takes.
All righty.
One wrench.
Okie doke. Impacto, how you doing today?
Good, Deborah.
Good. Deborah, how are you doing?
Deborah with Impacto, USA West Coast. So Impacto manufactures various personal protective products to protect against impact, vibration, fatigue, and repetitive strain injuries. But today's technology focus is on our turbo toe.
Turbo
So
toe.
the turbo toe comes in steel or composite to protect the toe area from crushing, impact, and stubbing. So the shoe just
Slides in.
slips right in.
I won't
And-
tell you what we used to call these when I was a kid.
Oh, this is new technology. They're a lot more comfortable. And this is the toes to go. Just straps on.
Toes to go. You gotta
Toes
like
to
toes
go.
to go.
So if you're in going out to a job site, a yard, or you're in the office and you need to go out where steel toes or composite toes are required, just slip these on, adjust them.
That is so cool.
They can fit flat shoes or shoes with a bit of a heel.
And just think, if you're one of those guys sent on a Tiger team someplace, you don't have to wear your steel toes and go through the security line. Just put
These
this
are
in the bag
a lot more
and wear your
comfortable,
sandals.
Made of pliable and flexible PVC. They're waterproof and they have a grip sole for
Alrighty.
anti-slip protection. And that's our
Fantastic.
technology for today.
All righty, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we're gonna come back to you guys at the end, all righty?
All right, sounds good.
So we are here with Act Optimize. Jim, how we doing today?
Mike Lee.
Mike, I'm sorry.
Good,
I
glad
know
to
Jim
have
Lee
you.
too, sorry.
Well, our focus is optimizing human performance to match the best of the best experts, your subject matter experts out there. And
That's
we do
the
this
best.
through accelerated knowledge transfer. So if there's a deficiency in human performance caused by lack of understanding, how do you help them understand very rapidly? And we actually go out capturing that information and replicating in a form where it can fit into the tech data. So it enhances the tech data with training and safety and the knowledge capture.
All right.
Puts it out there so that the users can read it, hear it, and see it, and then do it. So it's on the job with them. And in this process, we found that you can author tech data in about a third of the time. So we actually have a CRADA with Port Hueneme right now. Been working with Carry T1 since 2006.
I remember that.
Yeah. And we're kind of morphing to the next level, and so with Win, we're talking about the basically the capabilities to taking tablets, HoloLens, and augmented virtual reality. So I'll switch to Win.
All right.
Thank you,
Hey,
Mike.
how's it going?
My name is Win Liu. I'm going to show you two demos. One
All right.
is the augmented reality
Do you need me to hold something?
operational solution.
All right.
We built this app on top of what AKT Optimize has built.
Okay.
So this app will recognize the physical door, as you can see.
Okay.
You put a virtual door there, you can put it on the side.
Oh,
you can
wow.
put it back, so you have the on the spot, right on the spot instructions. And when you do this, it will walk you step by step. Like the video, that's what Mike's company has built. And then
Okay.
you have the video, audio, text, and you will see like this. You will see the
Yeah.
door
Yep.
with the instruction animation.
Oh, yeah.
and something like this. So you can walk around it. It gives you all the step-by-step instruction on top of the hardware or on the side as a reference.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's one application. We're trying to combine all the technologies. So this is good for training. For operational, we have the HoloLens. That's when you have your hands free. You can grab tools, working on the door, and then it's
put it
all
on
voice.
there, right?
Yeah, and it's all voice navigated.
Voice navigated.
Yeah, yeah. So you just like next step, it will show next step. So that's one application. The other one I like to show is we're working under a SBIR Navy, NavAir, SBIR, phase 2.5 to develop a tool that will allow the user, like the technical lead or supervisor, to create their own model-based work instruction.
Sounds good.
So this is like this is the main application for this. So this is the model decimation tool. Reduce the 3D scanned model to something very light you can use on the HoloLens or on iPad.
Okay.
And then this is the viewer, the artisan can use to walk through the step, the procedure step by step. So that's basically what we are currently
nice teaming between the two.
And this is the authoring tool. So yeah, so that's basically under the NavAir SBI.
Under NavAir. Yeah. So fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All righty. So we're going to move over here. We got a cool toy on the floor. Penn State, who are we talking to today?
So I'm Tim Eden.
Tim, glad to meet you. Penn State.
Matt Wagner.
Matt? Nice to meet you. I've actually been to the ARL, but go ahead. What do we got?
So this is our mobile automated repair system, or we call it MARS. It's designed to be hatchable so that you can take it down inside of a submarine, and it meets the man-portable operations. And we've made it modular so you can quickly change different tools on it. And it has an automatic tool recognition system, so you know what tool you put on there. We can go back to our software. You can do a tutorial that will tell you how to operate the different things you have on. We have a grinder, we have surface detection, dynamic surface detection, so you can just take it up to the surface, put a couple of points on it that tells you what you want to do, and then it will define the surface, and then you can go ahead and turn on the system and let it do its repairs. So right now we have scanning, surface detection, we have grinder, we have metal deposition, we have cold spray, we're getting a laser deposition head on it.
Okay.
We can do welding, we can do NDT, eddy current, ultrasonic inspection.
Really?
It's modular so that you can easily add new technologies to it. And the software is written such that it's as agnostic to the robot as an arm as possible. So as long as you can put your quick disconnect end effectors on the end of the robot, and get your robot to talk to the software, then you can use it on any system. And we did a demonstration at Port Hueneme. It's a magnetic base, so we put it on the ceiling and it worked. We had it on a vertical surface. And so we can just do a number of operations, and it's flexible, so you can design it to add or include anything else that you'd like.
The grinder?
Yeah.
That's the first generation of the grinder there. We have a newer DC servo-powered version that has about 3 times as much power as that one does. That's in the works right now.
Awesome. So just real quick, second tool around here. It's agnostic. I just thought that was someone who didn't believe in God. But so just real quick for the folks, what do you mean when you say something's agnostic?
So we have our software system can be put on a different robot. So it doesn't matter what robot it is.
Okay. All right.
As long as you can get the signal from the robot to our software, that's all you need.
Boom.
So that's why we call it agnostic.
Thank you.
It doesn't believe in one robot. It's a poly-robot
All right.
system.
Okie doke. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. All righty. Gen 2, how are we doing today?
Good.
Good. Veteran technology.
Veteran technology. Talking about
goofed it up.
Two different technologies. This Gen 2 is a advanced coating technology. It's really it's a barrier tech. So when it cures, it's incredibly thick, thin, it's incredibly durable, and it's also hydrophobic. We've gotten more than $5 million in funding, in SBR funding, from the Air Force, the NavAir, and NavSea. We just finished a round of testing where we were proved we could end running Rust for the Navy. And so we're now looking at additional areas where can we extend the life of the existing paid system. So that's kind of what we're at right now with this technology today.
Like Where all would you think this would go? Like this, like you'd cook the inside of a tank with this or something?
Well, you know, how does a carrier look when it pulls back into port?
Yeah, it was how any ship looks like when it's in salt
exactly.
water.
So that's kind of where we're focusing on that, but we're really focused on the durability properties. And can, you know, the potential to extend the life of that paint system means we have to put the paint less frequently.
Yeah.
We're freeing up our dry dock space.
Yep.
So that's kind of a big deal. Over here, this is another product technology. This is called tactical welder. This is
is that it?
Yep, right here. This is the welding gun.
It just looks cool.
Yeah. So this just got was an awardee at the SOCOM Welder Challenge, Defense Innovation Award, Edison Award. Basically, what you've got is a half kilowatt of power up to 300 amps, and basically you can do flux core or MIG welding with this unit, and it all fits in a backpack. You get about 50 minutes of welding on a single charge, which really kind of, when you think about welding, so much of our time the welders spend, they're tearing up they're either setting up or tearing down welds for very small projects.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to welding, mobility, you know, it creates efficiencies. So if you've got a welder that's got to work a punch down list, it's going around doing a lot of projects, this is going to be a big efficiency jump.
Yeah.
Or, you know, and you're waiting for inspectors to come out, but you can't tear out everything out and move to the next job. Well, you can do that now because you can just come back here and, you know, you can just do some flux core welding or MIG welding and take care of that problem.
That is very cool. That is very cool. I kind of feel like Arnold Schwarzenegger if I was a welder.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I love it.
Yeah, it's a battery management system, and it recharges in about 2 hours. So basically, you know, if you had 2 of these units, a single welder could pretty much go all day.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. All righty. ES3. Who we got today?
Ed Moffat. Nice
Ed,
to meet you.
glad to meet you.
Yeah, we are ES3. We're located right here in San Diego, California.
Save one of
That's
these
our
for the
headquarters.
3-star. He's a golfer. Okay.
You can take one too. We're going to talk 2 different technologies with you. One is going to be cold spray. The other is going to be some advanced coatings. We're going to have Chris talk about cold spray real quick.
Okay.
And then Sean will talk about the advanced coatings, and then we'll just wrap it up.
All right, fire away.
ES3 has done a lot of work with the Air Force and Navy, NAVAIR, doing cold spray qualification and certification testing. And just recently, they got awarded an SBR award to support the Naval Enterprise Sustainment Technology Team through ADAPT last year. And they're currently looking at developing both aluminum, magnesium, and 4330 steel substrates, and both robotic and handheld applications. So NAVSEA is a partner in that effort, and I think we heard a briefing earlier today about how that's going. Pretty good stuff. But you know, big industrial units as well as the ability to take handheld and go into hatches in the future is where I think we're seeing NAVSEA opportunities. So that's good stuff, and more and more on some other coatings.
So yeah, so ES3 is highly in-depth, experienced in advanced coatings, and right now the big one is cadmium replacement.
Okay.
So cadmium is carcinogenic. It'll eat your bones. It's bad stuff. So zinc, LHE, low hydrogen embrittlement zinc nickel, is a direct replacement, not only equivalent, but it has improved corrosion resistance.
Okay.
And is harder. It has longer life than the cadmium that wears down very quickly.
Yeah.
So that is, and right now this is being installed. We're installing this at the FRCs right here at North Island.
Very
and
cool.
I saw you pick up these. If you recognize these, they're all over your aircraft carriers.
Yeah.
Tie-down fittings. We were just awarded a SBIR contract to develop a new hard C coating that will prevent wear and corrosion on these. So this is just awarded recently.
Fantastic.
So we're a small business wreaking havoc in the DoD. We've got lots of different innovations that we've been bringing together, lots of different repair technologies on the aircraft side, and we'd like to adapt those into the carrier side.
Absolutely. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you,
You
guys.
bet.
All right. Okie doke. Who we have here today?
Hey, I'm
Norfolk
Joey.
Naval.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. You got a lot of fans probably watching.
Oh, yeah.
All righty.
Say hi to my mom. Yeah, so we're the Technology Innovation Lab at Norfolk Naval Shipyard. We basically look at the next level of technology, processes, and ideas, and applying them across the shipyard. So we got 2 major projects we definitely want to talk about. Jessica's going to talk about our additive manufacturing center of excellence.
What do we got?
Hey, I'm Jessica Roberts. So I am here showcasing our additive manufacturing metal lab, so metal additive manufacturing. When you visit our table, you can learn about our 4 different metal 3D printers that we are establishing at the shipyard, along with a virtual reality tour of our future facility.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, well, looking forward to having you here. And Chris has another technology.
Okay, Chris.
Hello, I'm Christopher McKenzie. I work for Small Business Innovation Researchers, or SubUAS. What we have here today is called the Built Application. What it is a 3D interactive application that allows the mechanic, supervisor, or project lead engineer to look at a job step by step and take the instructions needed to actually break down and complete a job. Task execution. I do apologize. 1 second.
That's right. It's working like my clicker did this morning.
So basically what it does, it shows you the part itself. You're able to interact. You can locate what it is, and it gives you step-by-step definition of what you need to do in order to complete a job.
Really?
For the mechanic. Yes, it
Very
has
cool.
offline capability, so the mechanic can actually go down to the deck plate itself and complete that task. So the biggest issue we have at the shipyard is the generation before us that's leaving.
Yeah.
With that is the knowledge gap that they carry with them as they're leaving. So with this application, the new generation that's coming in, they have a more recent and effective way to learn how to accomplish a task that will be coming up ahead for availabilities within the shipyard.
Fantastic. It's like a custom-made version of how I fix my truck with my YouTube videos.
Yeah, just think of an interactive instruction manual.
All righty. Hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okie doke. Hello, hello. What do we have here today?
Hey, Brett Gardner with
Brett?
Midday Corporation.
Okie doke.
Nicole.
All righty.
So why are we here today? Well, we're here to bring to you a RIF developed technology back in the day. Bob
RIF?
Smith, Rapid Innovation Funding.
Okay, all right.
So this is a ONR developed technology. It's basically an Internet of Things sensor.
Oh, okay.
So this allows you wirelessly through the cloud to, with its onboard sensing, place this anywhere and make recordings. It's good for engineering. You know, if you're trying to solve an engineering problem, if you've got a industrial problem in your HVAC facility.
Looks like a baby iPhone.
It's a baby iPhone, yes, but it's packed with sensors and capability. As a matter of fact, right now we're partnering with Universalsynaptics down here, and they're running one of these units. And real time, we're able to see their dashboards that we created for their test setup down there. So it kind of shows you that with a device like this for engineering or for facilities or whatever your need is, you can.
So we're talking
your
things
live
like
dashboard.
movement, pressure, sensor, temperature.
Exactly. It's got temperature, sensor, pressure, vibration. It's in this certified and qualified device, so it's real engineering can be done with this device. And so really, it's to help engineers and the depots and the fleet guys with whatever IoT devices they need or engineering devices they need.
IoT's Internet of Things, in case you're wondering. Go
It
ahead.
is the Internet of Things. Our second line that we're talking about today is our ruggedized piezo electronics. We can energy harvest with these.
Oh, wow.
We can also use them as fans or to stabilize electronics and optics. We sell that, these packs. You can buy them and integrate them in, and we have services that can help you to integrate them into whatever you need you have, and we'll help design it. And then, of course, we have our marine seals. And this is this will go on a like a stern tube or a moving. Yeah. And so what happens is this is a replacement for the original seals, which would sit on the actual rotating device. These are hydro activated, so if water gets in, the seal will swell around the unit and seal it up, and then when when the water goes away. Why is that good? You don't wear out the tube, and you don't wear out the seal, right?
That's perfect.
And our fourth
It's better than
product
Lignum Vitae is what you're telling
is
me.
really our R&D capabilities. So we're a small company. We're just acquired by Hutchinson.
Okay.
But we were SBIR based, and now we're transitioning into full up, engineering and working with companies and OEMs to bring that technology right up to the warfighter.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. All righty. Moving around the corner here, we got a big box. This was what was in the crate yesterday, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I was a little scared of that thing. Okay, who are we talking to today, Markforge?
Hey, Samson. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. All right, what are we talking about here today?
All right, so Markforge offers the Digital Forge platform. That includes printer hardware, software, and materials. What makes us unique? Right here we have our top-of-the-line composite printer. Here's an example of what we're printing. Motorcycle brake lever, reinforced with continuous carbon
He knows
fiber.
how to appeal to the crowd. Motorcycle brake lever.
And
you can show them how strong that is. You know, that's strong as 6061 aluminum.
Pretty strong. All right, so I'm gonna get one of those hard shoes and then try it.
Yeah, there you go. So right, strength of 6061 aluminum. We also offer metal 3D printing as well. So attainable, easy to adopt metal printing.
So wait, this is aluminum?
No,
Oh.
it's strength of aluminum.
Strength of aluminum.
From
Okay.
carbon fiber.
So
yes, that's what.
So how you have to just stick a drawing in and like, can I scan the drawing? That guy's showing me how I can scan.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of compatible technology around here. Scan parts, bring them into our software, and then you can reproduce them.
Wow,
at
that
part
is
of
so
need,
cool.
or at point of need.
Is it making something now?
It absolutely is. Yes, it's making one of these brake levers.
Oh.
See, it's a little bit high, but maybe the camera can get in, get a nice little aerial view.
Yeah. For those of you guys who broke your brake handle.
Yep, replacement's on the way.
Is that for a Harley or a Honda?
That may be for a Ducati, actually.
Oh, it's a Ducati. Oh, yeah. That's all the shipyard guys are driving Ducati.
Yes, of course.
All righty. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All righty. We're going to go right here. PPG.
PPG,
Who are we talking to today?
Brian Cornish, Protective and Marine Coatings. No one cares about the paint unless the paint is late. And it takes a lot of paint to paint a ship. So at PPG, PMC, we can stock the paint locally for all the parts of the ship. Underwater, superstructure, everything in between, your tank coatings. We stock it locally to eliminate material shortages that prevent work from moving forward. We also do collaborative research with NCMS working on the next generation of coatings.
Okay.
So bring your paint problems to the booth and we'll talk paint.
I love it.
At PPG, if it moves, we paint it. If it doesn't move, we paint it.
Whew.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, same here. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Life Cycle Engineering, LCE. How are we doing?
Great, how are you?
Good. Who are we talking to today?
I'm Stephanie Sirocco.
Stephanie, how are we doing?
Yep, great. And so,
Corey Kozlowski. Corey? All right.
and we're here today to demonstrate our augmented reality solution for maintenance and repair.
Okay.
So this is
Augmented reality.
Augmented
Okay.
reality, yep.
My wife thinks I work in augmented reality. Okay, I like it.
So this is great for being able to capture the knowledge capture, doing the knowledge capture, to also do remote assistance for sailors, and then also to do like pre-evolution review for a complex maintenance problem.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And so we also have Corey here. He's the subject matter expert on this.
And these are some of the devices that we're currently using. This device over here is actually streaming what the maintainer would actually be viewing. So I have a 3D model here and the PDF that has opened up.
Oh,
You can zoom
okay.
in and,
So that, can I put this on?
let me explain it real quick,
Okay.
and then you can move it around.
Yep.
Because right here you can click on the video and play a video of what the maintenance
right.
action you want: photo, video, IoT data, and you can take.
There's that IoT again.
Yep. And you can take video evidence.
All right.
And then right over here we have our virtual sea coach. So your subject matter expert can actually see through the eyes of the mechanic, point him in the correct direction, and also go ahead and give him files and how to finish the procedure.
That is so cool.
So that would be great for, like, say your ship is in Singapore and you need a subject matter expert from the U.S. The U.S. subject matter expert can guide the sailor through the use of this, see what they're doing, and you won't even have to fly anybody out there, right?
But everyone wants to fly to Singapore.
Well,
pick another city. You're in Russia. Okay, I like it.
If you want to put it on.
All righty, so we're gonna try it on here. Ready? Okay. Am I gonna be augmented reality now?
Yes.
Okay, there's only half of me showing up now, I guess. Does it actually fit on my head? Okay.
And then if you turn around.
If I turn around, I see all you guys. Okay, all you guys are just augmented reality now, I guess.
Do you see a valve
Oh
here?
yeah, I see a valve.
Yeah.
Oh, that is very cool. That's very cool. I can do like brain surgery now.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, okay, I'm supposed to, oh, don't take out that slow system, darn. I love it. Yep, I am seeing instructions. I'm seeing the part. That is cool. And I'm seeing my hands.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
And so people can schedule a demonstration with us too outside of this. So
All righty.
email, call us. Yep.
Sounds great.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty. Okie doke. Formaloy. How are we doing today?
Hi there, good.
Good.
Melanie Lang.
I'm sorry?
Melanie Lang.
Melanie.
Nice to meet
Okie
you.
doke. What do we got? She's ripping apart here.
So yeah, I'm with Form Alloy. We are a metal additive manufacturing company, and we utilize directed energy deposition to repair, enhance, and build parts on demand. So this is actually a part that we built for NAVC. So this is a light bracket that can go on a carrier.
Okay.
And we built this in just a few hours, and that's the as-built state. So
This bugger's like real, it's heavy.
It's a single step, it's fully dense, and this particular part has been through significant testing and vibrational testing and all that to make sure it can withstand the demands of, being on a ship. So, like I mentioned, we can also do repair. So if you put a machine like ours onto a carrier, not only can you build parts on demand, but you can also repair them. So you can repair worn shafts. If this piece broke off,
like
you
just
could
build them back up
rebuild
again,
the
huh?
piece, right, you can rebuild it back up.
Oh,
So instead of
man.
having to stock all your different parts, what you can do is stock some of the common feedstock that you would use to make the parts, and then you can build what you need, when you need it, in the course of just a few hours.
This is so cool. I'm old enough to remember when this was a pipe dream.
Yeah.
So, wow. So you made all these buggers, huh?
I did, yeah. So this was another one. This is took about a day to build, but you can see we can achieve complex geometries.
We could fix the crack in the Liberty Bell now.
You can see there's cavities in here, so this would have some unique cooling channel type applications. And again, there's no support
You see that?
material required. So we utilize 5 axis of motion in order to build the complex geometries.
Wow.
And again,
Very
that's as finished. So
Okay.
there's no need to do post-processing on it unless your particular application requires it. The final unique thing is that I mentioned enhancement. So what does that mean? That means that you can utilize a secondary or even a third material to enhance your material properties.
Okay.
So if you have a material that you need to improve the corrosion or wear resistance on, you can build the component with the base material, and then you could add another material to it. So this is showing, because it's easy to see the difference between a copper, that's a copper and a nickel alloy combined into a single build, and you can see we've transitioned from one to another to showcase the technology, and that's very seamless for us to do that material changeover.
That is cool. That is very cool. All righty. Excellent. Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
thank you so much.
All righty. Okie doke. Let's see. Who we got today?
I'm Rob Ty. And
Rob Ty?
This is Matt Brennan behind the screen.
All right, Matt. Come on out. Don't be so bashful.
I gotta
back
work
there.
this.
Oh,
Man
you're gonna work
behind
this.
the curtain.
Okay.
So we're from Siemens. We're creating a digital model of the 4 shipyards, and we're creating a digital model of the overhaul repair process. So we've taken the availabilities from the 4 shipyards, and we've mapped them out, and we're following components coming off the ship, going to the back shops, being worked in the back shops on equipment through the different phases, and then going back and going on the ship. So it's a model that tracks people, and we're pulling all the business system data from the shipyard. So we have AIM, PROS, PSS, we have the CAD drawings of the shipyard.
Wow.
And we have the personnel skills as well. So, and we're tracking where the people, where they meet in the morning, where they go to work, where they go to lunch, take breaks. And so, it tracks all the repair processes sequentially as they actually are done. We then compare our as-is model to how it was actually done to verify that it is correct, and we're really close. We've got pretty good tolerance. And then now we can optimize. Now we can change something.
Yeah.
Now we can change the repair process. And before you spend a lot of money actually investing in infrastructure or a change and not understand what's going to happen, we think we can demonstrate here what will happen. What are the second, third order, fourth order effects?
Okay. Also called the digital twin, right?
This is the digital twin.
This
That's
is the
very good.
digital twin.
Yes, yes.
So it like actually following like out to the Starbucks and back.
That's right.
Very cool.
No. We did. We actually put in lunch and
That is
other
so cool.
requirements because at the different shipyards it varies.
It does.
For the policies.
People do drink coffee. You're right.
That's right.
So
That's right.
That is so cool. Is it just Puget? We have one of those for?
So we have Pearl. I put a Puget, and this is just one repair process, but because it was a carrier.
Okay.
So it's coming out here. But we started at Pearl.
Okay.
And then right now we're finishing up Norfolk and Portsmouth.
All right.
So those will be, Portsmouth will have the as-is model and the optimized done by June, end of this month, and then Norfolk will be done in September.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate
Fantastic.
it.
Fantastic. All righty. We have SubUAS left here.
That's right.
How are we doing today?
Last but not least.
Absolutely. This is pretty cool. We say it's a pretty cool looking toy, and then we're going to go back to see NCMS when we're done. But what do we got here? This is pretty space age.
Yeah. This is actually what you would consider a drone type of aircraft system. What differentiates us from the other drone manufacturers is this actually lands in the water. And
Lands in the water.
Lands in the water, can perform a mission above and below. Go ahead. Above and below the water line.
It's pretty late.
So,
All righty.
So with and obviously being a drone, we like to call it kind of this version is the pickup truck.
Kind of put any payload in this little hatch here?
Well, actually, that's where the battery goes.
Oh, the battery. Okay.
But the payload will go underneath, and it can be a camera on top. It can be a sonar on the bottom.
How does it fly?
It has props. I just have the props, so you
okay.
can grab it and do what you're
Okay.
doing. If it had props
Right.
sticking all over, you might jab yourself.
Yeah,
so
I would do that.
Don't do that. So yeah, so here we have the system as it sits right now. It's actually, this is an older version. This is what I'm able to travel with.
All right.
But what we're doing is we're showcasing this here today. We're invited to, like I said, bring our technology out to demonstrate hull inspections per se, because this thing can be deployed rapidly with a very small crew, one person if need be, can get out where it needs to get to. And there you have a mission right here. If you can see that real quick.
Check it out. Check it out.
It'll fly.
It's going to take a swim.
Yep, and then as
Look
soon
at
as it
that.
lands in the water, you'll see the sonar take over.
Oh,
and
that
it'll
is
swim
so
along
cool.
the side of the pool, and it'll detect something on either the pool side or the hull of the ship or something like that. So waterways, inlets, rivers, harbors,
Oh, look,
ship inspections.
It's disappearing.
Yep.
That is so cool.
So above and below the waterline, it can be deployed from underwater as well. It doesn't have to be flown in the water. So we're here basically for an invite and to see what others imagine this thing can do, because
I think
that's a lot of what it is. It's this can do things you put underneath it.
That's
the
right.
sensor and the data that you're collecting is really what's going to make the difference. So we're hopefully giving people the ability to collect as much data as possible.
Sounds great. Sounds great.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And we're going to finish out. We're going to go back to the folks who've been sponsoring this, NCMS. So we're going to walk back around the room. Thank you, everybody. And we're going to end here. NCMS, give us a grand conclusion. Woo!
I'm back.
All right.
I'm back. Cleanup.
All righty. Let's take it home.
Hi, I'm Debbie Lilu. I work for the National Center for Manufacturing Sciences, also known as NCMS. We're actually the organizers of this technology expo that you saw today. Many of the technologies that you saw are actually CTMA projects. We're a not-for-profit member consortium. We're located in Ann Arbor, Michigan. One of the programs that we're showcasing here today is the CTMA program. I consider it, refer to it as the easy button for executing projects, bringing industry, government, and academia together to execute a project, hit the ground running within 45 days. We have 225 projects that are ongoing right now, many of which are at the shipyards. The shipyard modernization effort that you just saw with Siemens, that's part of the CTMA program. And I thank you so much for folks that have joined in and listened to everybody today. We all really appreciate it, and hope you go and check out on the on the application if you need to reach out to anybody and contact them directly. So thank you so much.
Absolutely, thank you. And to show how collaborative we are, we had somebody from Ann Arbor next to the Penn State crowd. That's just asking for trouble, isn't it?
That's right.
That's collaboration. All right, thank you everybody for tuning in. Remember, there's a PDF. You can get it on the Huva app. Has all these folks, their contact information. I am positive you saw several things, if not a whole bunch of things, that you should be getting on the horn now. Right now, you should be thinking differently. Following the advice that we heard from all the speakers today, lots of really cool ways to be able to maybe push ourselves toward the dream that Admiral Richardson talked about, where he talked about they went from 60 to 16. We've got the way to do it. It's right here in this room. So sorry you're not here, but please reach out to those folks. It's been great. You enjoy the rest of the virtual attendance, and we'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye-bye.
The vendor list is no longer available on the Huva application. On the Carrier T1 portal, go to Events, Annual, 2021 Event Documents. Then find the Technology Solution Showcase list. Use the address below to get to the portal. Once you've loaded the list, you will find helpful contact information for any of the vendors showcased in this video.